Normally, when we have a EP meeting, which is the education plan for our gifted students, we give a packet to the parent, and we also give a packet to the teachers. And in the packet, it has about the goals and how to track them, but it also has this document. Since we haven't been meeting in person, you may have not received this document this year. The gifted students at our school have just as much needs and need services just as much as students with learning disabilities. So please make sure that you are meeting those needs this year. And if you need any help, please let me know. So there's a really good article to read about what gifted means. So you may have 3 gifted kids in your class, or 24 in your class, or 125 in your class, but they're all going to be very different. So this article is a good article to go over that. This is a good video to watch about what it means to be gifted from a kid's point of view. You can, FLAG is the Gifted Organization of Florida. This goes through about how they're asynchronous. Gifted does not always mean smart. Those aren't the same things. They can be very intense or overexcitable, especially the higher their IQ, the more demands they're going to have, the more things they're going to have going on in their head, especially this year. This is can be a very traumatic year for a lot of reasons for a lot of our students. They have multiple needs. Down here, it kind of goes through what an EP is, the meetings you're going to have, what the goals are, how we do the goals, their gifted progress reports, the differentiation. This year has been very busy and chaotic for teachers trying to differentiate, but our students that are higher also need differentiation. They should not just be handed a worksheet and said, here, do this now. Their curriculum, they should be showing at least a year's growth as well as your other students. Their SEL needs are going to be sometimes a lot higher. It's going to show in different ways too. Parents are their best advocates. There are some gifted classes you should be going through. We try to have you go through like 1 a year, maybe 2 a year, but this year's a little bit different. There is some gifted trainings. I can sit down with you. I've taught classes on gifted. I can sit down with you. I can go over books with you. I can plan every week. I can plan every day, whatever it takes to make sure that our gifted kids have their needs being met. And here are some characteristics of your classroom. There's going to be some asynchronous behavior. There's going to be some overexcitable and intense students. Their SEL needs are going to be off the charts. They're going to go through the curriculum a lot faster, the standards a lot faster. So this year is difficult, I know, because they're already through the curriculum and the standards, but somebody else isn't. So it's like, what do you do now? You sit with Mrs. Trujillo or somebody else and plan to make sure they're still having their needs met. This year is a lot more flexible too, though. So that's a really good thing for some of my gifted students. Their knowledge is at a lot deeper level. We can do things like Genius Hour, problem-based learning, choice, giving them choices, different work, more challenging work, just not more work, not handing them things like extra worksheets, and the screenings. So here's some different resources. Here's some books that I should have in here in the library if you wanted to read them. I know no one has time to read books right now, but I can pull articles for you. I can highlight. I can give you books. I can help you plan. So if you have gifted in your room, or if you're not sure, check. Check to see who has the EPs in your room. These are legal documents that we have to make sure that we're following. So I am here to support you on this because I know you have a lot going on your plate. So please let me know if I can help you. Please let me help you plan to make sure that our gifted kids are getting what they need. And sometimes some of the kids feel like being gifted is not a gift. That they're left out. They're made, they get left out of the games. They're given more work. They already know everything, all the curriculum. They're punished because they're working ahead or they're thinking differently. They're made fun of because they're being over emotional. Their needs can be very hard on their parents or their teachers. So the kids come to our school and the parents come to our school because they're trying to find a spot for their kids to make sure they find their tribe and that they're challenged and they grow and not just given extra work or sit at a computer alone. So please keep these things in mind. About 1/4 to 1/3 of our population is gifted. And a lot of times it doesn't show the same way